Good morning, everybody. I'm going to show you 2 yoga poses this morning that I like to start my day out with when I'm in a hurry, overslept my alarm, but I want to do something for myself for the day. So there are 2 yoga poses that I enjoy doing, and one is called legs up the wall. So you find yourself to a flat surface by a wall, so give yourself some room and some space to get to the wall. And the other will be a child's pose. If you go to a yoga class and they say that is your resting pose, if you can hold that pose while you're in yoga class, they'll leave you alone. So we're going to do legs up the wall this morning. And because I woke up at my first alarm and did not feel like getting up, so I fell back to sleep. So now I woke up at my second alarm, and now I'm crunched for time. But because I'm crunched for time does not mean I'm going to skip doing something for my body today. So we are going to do legs up the wall, and we're going to do a child's pose. And this is going to take about 10 minutes, okay? So again, find yourself flush against the wall. Get some space at your wall. Pull out your mat. And I'm going to call my yoga mornings, meet me at the mat, okay? So I'm going to do not a second channel, but you will see a second heading for meet me at the mat. And you know, those are just the yoga poses and yoga classes that I'll be doing for us here online. So here we go. We're at the wall, and I'm going to find myself getting flush to it. So go ahead and sit down to the wall. Get your hip as close to the wall as you possibly can. This will help people that have low back issues. And if you feel that you're not all the way at the wall because your hamstrings are really tight, don't worry about it. You'll get there. But if you can, go ahead and creep to the wall until you touch it, okay? So make sure you're there. And you can do anything with your arms. You can put them up at goalposts. You can bring them out. Or you can leave them at your side. Whatever is most comfortable for you. But bring your bottom as close to the wall as you can. Because there are some people that have really tight hamstrings and want to allow for this pose. So get as close as you can. We also call this a reset pose. If people have issues with their ankles swelling, bringing that blood flow the other direction will decrease swelling in your ankles. If you have a little back issues, like I do, it feels really good for the low back to give it a little stretch. It's not a tedious, tiresome stretch, but it's a nice reminder of a stretch for the low back. If your shoulders are uncomfortable in this position, get a towel or a blanket and fold it until it's like that width and put it under your shoulders. That'll make it more comfortable for your shoulders. Because like I said, you're going to be here for about maybe 5 minutes. Find some relaxing music on your YouTube channel. Or if you have a stockpile in your phone for your music. Just to help the mind to calm down, to relax. Because you're going to be frantic for the rest of the day. So why not take the moment to settle your mind since you have the time. And I know people that, I don't have time, I don't have time. Take time for yourself. This is part of my self-care. So throwing my legs up the wall. Resetting my system. And make sure to breathe. If you can't, in through your nose. And out through your mouth. I've heard this is really good if you've been driving a lot, if you travel a lot on a plane. A lot of people like to do this when they have to travel a lot and they get to their destination. They'll throw their legs up. Okay. So we're going to switch from legs up the wall, whichever side is more comfortable for you to get up on. But move slowly. We're not in a hurry. You can bend your knees. I'm sliding to my left. We're going to move into that child's pose. Bring your big toes together. Spreading your knees the width of your mat. Don't go off your mat, but spread your knees to the width of your mat. Sit your tailbone back onto your feet. Onto your thighs. Hips back. And bring your arms forward. If you need to get a block or use that same blanket to rest your head on, that's totally fine. And reach your arms, your fingers to the top of your mat. Deep breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. I teach a lot of restorative yoga, which means my poses last longer. I focus on breathing and creating space. In those hips, your arms and the shoulders, and your neck. So we're holding this for about another minute. Child's pose is supposed to be good for the low back as well. But I like this for my shoulders. And when I come out of child, I just bring my arms down till my hands meet my head. With my forehead still rested on my mat. And I lift up slowly until I come into a tabletop. And I can do a little cat-cow, just one. Because, again, I overslept. Ooh, I overslept my first alarm. So now here I am in a hurry for the rest of the day. And I hate that. I hate when I have to rush. I hope you enjoyed the 10 minutes with me this morning, doing your legs up the wall and a yoga posture of a child's pose. Practice those two things, and I kid you not, those two alone will help reset your body, help your mind, clear it up, so that even though the rest of your day may be hectic, at least you didn't start your morning off that hectic. I thank you for spending time with me this morning on the mat. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your morning. And everyone have a blessed day. I'll see you again on the mat.